Dada Sham, everyone.
Dada Sham, everyone.
Dada Sham. First of all, welcome everyone to our NHS Organ Donation Silver Sunday. This will be the last one of this year, I think. And we've got a beautiful program lined up. But before we start, we will do our Gayatri Mantra and 5 Om Triambakam to pray for all those who are not well. Let us send positive vibrations to all who are healing, and as well as for world peace. There's so much COPD, this thing happening. Let's send out positivity out. So we'll start with the Gayatri Mantra, 3, and then 5 Triambakam. Varsha, would you like to start?
Sure. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om
Triambakam
Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmokshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmokshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmokshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmokshiyamamritat. Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityurmokshiyamamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you.
For December, we will be doing a Christmas party. So please spread the word. There'll be the last one of 2021. I don't know where 21 has also gone. 2020 went in COVID time. 21 has gone through recovering and channeling, but God willing, 22, we will definitely meet in person properly. I think there's a fear because all our Silver Sunday members are much older than many other people whom we used to pick up. So I don't know why everyone is still being we are being cautious. So be patient with us. We will bring you all back and we will get a good group back. We'll bring the life back in the center and see you all soon. But until December, we'll still do on Zoom. So please forgive us. But like we said earlier, we are one phone call away. In whichever way we can help you all, we are here. We are here. Varsha, anything else?
No, that's very clear. Yes, we are a bit cautious, and also booster jabs are happening now. Once that program is also done, I think it will give us more confidence to get together. Plus the weather. I mean, now we are in winter, coming to winter, and also with the snow, it'll be difficult for our volunteers to actually go pick up the seniors and bring them. As Geet said, yes, our seniors are much, much more older, and we got to be even more careful. So yes, please bear with us, and God willing, definitely next year we shall have our Silver Sundays back at the center. That would be good. For today, I think we still want to dedicate this session for our organ donation program. May 16th was our first one, and we have continued promoting organ donation. I think for me, it has changed my way of thinking, and I'm sure it has for many of y'all. So this session will be, again, really refreshing our memories from May, what we have actually expressed and shown y'all, just to kind of, we'll have some snapshots of videos and stuff, just to kind of bring a whole thing together and give it a closeness as to what we are trying to promote over here. So thank you, and we shall start. So I'll hand it over to Sudha now.
Deepu, you're on mute.
Mama, you need to unmute.
Again, you're on mute.
Still on mute. Perfect. Thank you.
After using this for so long, I'm still making these same mistakes. Sorry about that. Varsha and Gitanji, thank you very much for the lovely prayers and the introduction. Friends and family, thank you for joining us this morning. Today, you have the power to do something extraordinary. I know you do many great things on a daily basis, but today you have an opportunity to do one of the greatest acts of kindness, donating your organs after you have no longer use for them. Let me introduce you to a person who will tell you a little bit more detail. He is our inspiration, and he is the one who started the groundwork on the NHS organ donation campaign. He's the project coordinator, he's our motivator, and he is Brother Ram Kundani.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Deepuji. So I will briefly share this journey with all of you. It is said that anything that happens, it starts with a thought. This thought then creates a feeling. That feeling leads to attitude, the positive or negative. That leads to action. And this action can lead to habit. Habit can lead to culture. And culture can lead to destiny. Now that's the proper sequence that it follows through. And our journey on NHS is also on the same path. It started with one news item in the Brent Council newsletter, which I read sometime in October 2020. October 2020. And as always, whenever there is any new idea or new thought, I first tossed that with Deepuji. He's the CEO of SadhuVaswani Center. So first tossed with him. And he said, sounds a good idea, as he always says. And then he said, let's speak with the committee. So we both went to the SVC committee, and they encouraged us very much. And based on that, I created a bid, and it was reviewed by Deepuji, and it was fine. Also, we got good assistance from NHS itself, one of the staff members helped us to prepare it. And it was the first time that they considered any bid from Sindhi community. That was one of the reasons they considered us this year. And we gave a lot of thought to how it should be done. And come March, it was approved. And we needed to start it from April. Now, it's not one-man job, as you all can imagine. So we formed a small committee consisting of Dr. Haresh, representative of the trustees, and he being in the profession for a long time, Dipuji being CEO, Sudha, who has been the front-end person for this project with me, and Shalini Mirpuri. And this 4-member team then started coordinating amongst ourselves. Then the interaction started with the Silver Sunday team, and that gave a big momentum to the programs that we all are attending today. Thank you very much to the Silver Sunday team for their contribution and the momentum and the motivation. As part of this, the first event was organized in May. The objective there was to have the introduction from NHS team members. So Dr. Krish, who is a surgeon, and Miss Angela, who is the senior nurse for organ transplants. They both talked about the introductory part of organ donation, the meets within the BAME community, that's Black and minority ethnic communities, and also the fears and concerns that people may have. That was followed by, and in that program, we also had the music team from India, Dr. Gaurang Mehta, Isha Mehta, and the other music team members. This was followed by July event, where we brought in 2 speakers who had donated organs. One was Prafula Ben Shah. She had donated her kidney, and the second was a couple who donated the organs of their son who had passed away a couple of years ago. That was a very inspiring and touching story. Again, this being a sensitive subject, we had music from India team, Dr. Gaurang Mehta and Isha Mehta and the others. It was very well received. In each of these events, the total number of attendees were over 200. Then we had a September event where we had one person who received the kidney in July this year. And she shared her experience, how she was diagnosed, what difficulties she went through, and finally what support she received. That was very interesting and amazing story, that she was given only 1 hour to prepare to move to the hospital. At 4 a.m., the NHS staff talked about this, informed her, and she was in the hospital next 1 hour. Within 24 hours, or whatever the procedure was to be done, they followed it through. But very touching story. So these were the events which we have organized on the Silver Sunday front. In September event, we had Mr. Mahesh Gadhvi and his wife as the singers. And besides these 3 Silver Sunday events, I also organized one event at General Optical Council, where about 40 attendees were there. Miss Angela talked about organ donation in general. So far, the journey has been quite good. On an average, we had about 150 attendees in each event, except for the General Optical Council, where there are about 40 attendees. And I'm pleased to say that about 20 people have signed up so far. That's very encouraging figure. I request you to click on the link that you will see in the chat box of this program, and sign up if you have not signed up so far. So that's the journey so far for this year. It would not have been possible without all of you being in the audience and the organizing team. Next year also we will try and bid, and we'll continue this journey. but there is still time for that. I now hand over back to Deepuji to, I now introduce Uncle Dasi, who is the chairman of SadhuVaswani Center. He is currently in Dubai, and he is going to share his experience. He is going to relate three things: Dada's principles versus spirituality, and why organ donation. He is one of the contributors. He signed up for the organ donation. So over to you, Uncle. He is based in he's currently in Dubai, so he's going to speak with us from Dubai. Over to you, Uncle.
Yes, dear brothers and sisters, over 25 years I had the privilege of knowing beloved Dada, who is my divine powerhouse and source of my strength. I've gained untold knowledge from Dada's discourse and his religious books. My journey started in 1989, when beloved Dada visited Lagos, Nigeria, and I was somewhat apprehensive and questioned Dada on several subjects, to which dear Dada answered quietly and humbly. However, a few days later, he advised me to consider disposing family trawler business, which actually amounts to killing the fishes. After understanding the subject, I sold the trawler business. However, I did not become vegetarian until 4 to 5 years later. Similarly, drinking alcohol, this is all, I'm sharing the experience which I had with Dada. Similarly, drinking alcohol, beloved Dada pursued year after year for 4 years. And then he asked me the reason, because I was reluctant. And I mentioned I've got other weaknesses which I need to take care of. And he suggested, why not take care of this easy one? And later take up the difficult ones. And took his advice, and now it's been over 20 years I've abstained drinking alcohol. We are the architect of our own destiny. Our life, our dreams, our future, our destiny are in our safe hands. To shape our life, Dada says, all we need to do is empower ourselves. To bring positive transformation, we seek. God has given us freedom of choice. The remote control is in our hands. God has made us his partner. We should do our best and leave the rest. Another thing Dada says, which I am still striving, as thinkers, so we become. This is the immutable law of nature. Therefore, fill our minds with thoughts of joy, love, peace, harmony, which I'm having difficulty at the moment. These aspects will be reflected in our life. Let us therefore empower ourselves to make our lives more beautiful and more peaceful, more serene and fulfilling. Let us cultivate greater awareness so that we live in the present and enjoy everything that we do, whether it's drawing up strategy, planning a project, walking, talking, or just sitting quietly. It's only when we begin to radiate peace and joy that we spread positive vibrations around us. Life is God's greatest school, and I experience our best teachers. Life is not a pleasure hunting ground. Each day we spend here on this earth has come to us out of the spotless hands of God. If we don't make the most of this life, we'll have to face our divine maker as failures. God in his grace and mercy has chosen us from trillions of living beings and billions of human beings. We therefore need to purify ourselves and remove all blemishes and stains from our nature. The lesson I learned from my beloved master, that time was the most precious of all possessions. Time indeed is our capital. We realize the value of the moment only when the last moment arrives. The river of time flows on. The hours quickly change to days, the days into months, and the months into years. Suddenly one day the bell tolls and the call goes forth. And beloved Dada often repeats, "Chal mere bhai, chal mere bhai." And we need to vacate the house of human birth. The teaching imparted to us that we are children of God and we need to love one another and carry love always in our hearts. The way of love is the little way of bhakti, way of longing, deep yearning for the beloved. Beloved Dada also teaches us to become an instrument of God's help and healing in this world of suffering and pain, which will lead us to the fulfillment of man's divine destiny. Beloved Dada keeps us reminding us that love must flow out from us, not only to our fellow human beings, but also to every creature that breathes the breath of life. There's only one light in all religions. All religion emphasizes the same fundamental truths. Therefore, we are taught not to differentiate and accept all religions as one. The above lessons are not personal truths. I'm still trying, but I have but distilled the essence of Dada's wisdom. Our Gurudev emphasized the teaching which has affected my life, that I need to be conscious every moment. Someone came to Sadhu Vaswani and said to him, he's utter failure and had suffered from incurable disease and lost his job, his house, and all furniture, and said he lost everything in life. Gurudev answered, you have not lost everything. You have lost, but you have but lost things that come and go. You have but lost the things which the world gives and the world takes away. Within you is a treasure that can deliver you from financial crisis. Within every one of us is the power of our greater self, but we are unaware of it. We think we are the body, mind, ego. We have forgotten we are the soul with the light, divine energy and infinite power of the spirit. Neti, neti, I am that. Thus I've donated this garment of the body to NHS, which will be rendered to ashes when I die. And I'd like to request and urge you to donate the same for others to use and make your life more meaningful. Dada Shah.
Mama, you're on mute, I think you're. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Uncle, thank you very much for these enlightening words. And thank you for the rallying call. Thank you. I'm going to now be joined by Geetanjali, who's also going to speak about the organ donation. We're going to be sharing the screen. Yeah. Geetanjali and I have both opted to donate our organs, and we have signed up the form. And I just want to tell you, imagine having the power to create a miracle and to shape the destiny of another human being. I mean, these are grand things. That's exactly what you can do when you decide to donate your organs. You're actually helping someone achieve a miracle. What an incredible way to show gratitude to God for giving us the gifts of our organs in the first place. And what better way for letting these organs continue their use after we don't need them. This is a wonderful way for them to continue with another person. I'm going to let Geetanjali share her thoughts.
Personally, to me, I feel that this human birth, including our organs, our life, has been gifted to us. We are here on a journey. And whatever we can do, in whichever way we can do, like Dada said, give, 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 till you are never tired. Just keep giving. So we, being on this journey of life, these organs will go in waste. Either they'll be buried or they'll be cremated. And of what use when these gifts will be of no use? So why not let these gift of life go on even after we are gone? And these gifts are his gifts. So let his gift of life go on and continue being used and be of use to everyone who needs it. Like Uncle Darcy said, we are his instruments, and let us be of service in whichever way we can, being with alive or gone. And the main thing is then to please look after ourselves, healthy, being mindful, be happy, and then these organs will be of use for the next soul that needs it more than us. I think, like Uncle Darcy also said, time is our capital, so use it wisely. Think about it and make use of your life. Make it worthwhile. Dada Shah.
You know, I'm a great believer in recycling. I recycle paper, tin, metal, clothing, everything. How can then I not recycle the organs that I have? And this obviously also includes, as you read the chat, this also includes tissue and skin. And I would urge everyone here to do the same thing. Just out of interest, just to let you know, actually everyone is by default opted in. But what's happening is when someone passes away, their family are reluctant to let their loved ones be operated on, and therefore those organs go to waste. So let your families know, make that decision today, before lunch, and let your families know, listen, I am going to donate my organs, please be aware. That way there's no confusion at that time, because no one wants to make such decisions at that time. You know, when a patient is waiting for an organ, it involves the whole family. So by you actually deciding to donate your organ, you're not only benefiting the family, you're not only benefiting the individual, but the whole family is benefiting, because it's quite stressful when an individual is waiting. And I've heard from doctors, this is to alleviate some fears, which a lot of my friends have mentioned. I've heard from doctors that organs are only harvested once a patient has been pronounced dead. There's no question that these things happen before. There's no question. And also, I want to tell you, let the families know that the donor is treated with utmost respect and dignity. The body is treated very well, and when it comes time to claim the body back, no one will know that certain organs have been taken out. So you will just see your loved one like that, you know. I need to tell you that. And for those who are worried on the spiritual angle, and how this decision may impact their spiritual journey, let's hear from Puja Dada J.P. Vaswani himself. Sudha?
Beloved Dada, when I die, I want to donate my brain, eyes, all organs, my skin, so there will be nothing left for me to cremate. I just want my family to observe one day to pray for my soul and to have a peaceful journey. I don't want to spend a big amount on the Maharaj performing prayers for me, as I would prefer to donate this amount to charity. Is this okay, Dada, with our Hindu Dharma and scriptures?
It is perfectly okay. It is more than okay. We should all follow your example. Yes.
What is your opinion, according to you, on organ donation?
I think it is a very good thing, provided it is not misused. In a number of cases, it is misused.
But if it is not misused?
Oh, it's wonderful. The Bodhisattva says that I will feel happy if after my death my skin is used by someone. The skin of my body. It's a wonderful thing. So many of the associations that we have today working in this line, they are not honest. Why? There are surgeons, poor people go to them,
Yes,
and without their telling those subjects, they take out their kidneys.
Yes, they want
and
kidney
sell
less.
them.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Does it matter spiritually when an individual dies how the body is taken care of?
No.
It doesn't matter spiritually.
Doesn't
Right?
matter spiritually.
It's not going to affect because there is.
There was somebody who came and asked me that he had a desire to donate his eyes after death. And he said, my friends told me that if you donate eyes in this birth, in your next birth you'll be born blind. I said, no, nothing of that. Rather, your third eye too may open. Yes.
Now, I had a friend who told me that if I donate my eyes, I'll be blind up. No, this is a very genuine fear amongst people where organ donation is concerned.
Yes. No, it's something really wonderful.
Thank you, Dada. Thank you, Dada. As long as there are people who are unwell in hospitals or in care homes or homes, there will be prayers. And those people who are praying for organs and their families who are praying for organs with heartfelt prayers, you today can be an answer to those prayers. You can be their blessing. So please, let me urge everyone to think about it and sign up. Ladies and gentlemen, by being an organ donor, you can transform not just one, but up to 8 lives. And if you go on to have your tissue and skin used, I understand it is up to 50 lives. Your one life, my one life, everyone here's one life can save 50 and influence and improve up to 50 lives. I think you'll agree with me. That is well worth an investment. I'm going to now invite our SadhuVaswani Center Secretary, Uncle Gul and Auntie Sangeeta Bojwani, to share their views on organ donation. Uncle and Auntie?
Yes, Sangeeta is going to talk. Gul and myself, we both feel that when we pass away, we will be cremated anyway. So why not help somebody? So we both signed up for organ donation. And as Dada always taught us, our main thing is Simran and Sheva. And when we are gone, if our organs are given to somebody, isn't that a big Sheva? I think it's a very big Sheva. As Dipu said, 50 people can benefit by it. So you're giving good life to 40, 50 people. I mean, depending on our age, of course, my body parts will not be all good to be given to everybody, but whatever, there must be some good in it. Can be used by somebody, then why not? So that is why between both of us, we have already signed up for organ donation. Even this question and answer that you heard Dada saying, the same thing was asked by Babaji, that is Radhaswami Satsang. The same question was asked, and he also said that this is one of the biggest Seva an individual can do. So why not? Let's sign up. Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie and Uncle. Very enlightening. Thank you. You know, earlier you heard Brother Ramji tell us that we have had 20 people who have signed up, and we are very grateful to them. But let's make this campaign so successful that we reach at least triple figure digit. Let's do that. Let's do that. We can do it. We have a very generous community, and this is something, as you will agree with me, and you will agree with all those who have spoken, this is something which is very worthwhile donating. So I want to put that on the table, and let's make that a target. Now, I would like to invite the Silver Sunday team to share their views, starting with Sister Varsha Dadlani.
Dada Sham, everybody. I think a lot has already been said about organ donation and why we should do it. I've been following this campaign from the very beginning, and there are a few video clips which I would like to share just to reinforce and reminisce what has been said by Dr. Krishnan Menon. I think his words were very valuable and changed my heart in actually signing up for organ donation. So please, Sudha, can I request you to play the video?
The most important reason कि क्यों करना चाहिए is because the happiest people in the world are givers, not takers. आप अगर देते रहेंगे तो आप खुश रहेंगे, आप लेते रहेंगे तो ना खुश रहेंगे, क्योंकि आपके पास कुछ देने के लिए नहीं होगा, आप accumulate करते रहते हैं और आप नाखुश रहेंगे. तो simplest reason is कि देने वाले हमेशा खुश रहते हैं. तो वो एक simple reason है कि क्यों करना चाहिए आपको अंगदान. अब दूसरी बात ये है, let us talk about the medical side of it. Why is it that आपको Asian communities में हमको ये चीज समझना बहुत ही जरूरी है. हमारे community में incidence of kidney failure काफी ज्यादा है दूसरे communities से ज्यादा. और उसमें क्यों है? Asians में 3 to 4 times more risk है kidney failure develop करने के लिए, क्योंकि हमारे Asian communities में diabetes का risk काफी ज्यादा है. And that is innate. वो हमारी जेनेटिक है, थोड़ी हमारी डाइटरी हैबिट्स जो है उसकी वजह से हमको ज्यादा डायबिटीज का रिस्क है. डायबिटीज के रिस्क की वजह से आपकी किडनीज को डैमेज होती है. किडनीज के डैमेज के होने के बाद किडनी फेलियर हो सकता है. ब्लड प्रेशर की बीमारी अगेन पार्टली डाइटरी है, पार्टली हम लोग हमारी जो जीने की लाइफस्टाइल है उसकी वजह से हमारे पॉपुलेशन में ब्लड प्रेशर की ऊंचाई की रिस्क नॉर्मल पॉपुलेशन, वाइट पॉपुलेशन जो कोकेशियन पॉपुलेशन बोलते हैं, उनसे 2 गुना है। तो ये सब वजह से आपको किडनी फेलियर की ज्यादा रिस्क है। अगर आप जानते हैं कि किडनी फेलियर होने के बाद आपको डायलिसिस पे जाना पड़ता है। अगर आप सोचे ये कि आप नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग हैं, आप सुबह से शाम आपका काम करते हैं, अस्पताल या ऑफिस या जहां भी आप काम करते हैं, पर ये सोचिए जो मरीज जो है उनको डायलिसिस करना पड़ता है हफ्ते में 3 बार 4 से 5 घंटे अस्पताल में जाके सुई लगा के बैठना पड़ता है मशीन के पास ताकि उनको डायलिसिस मिले। ये जो दर्दी है जिनके किडनी जो फेल हुए हैं, हर हफ्ते आपकी हर जिंदगी, और कई लोग 1 साल 2 साल 5 साल 10 साल तक वेट करते हैं ऑर्गन के लिए ताकि वो मशीन से बाहर निकल सके, अपनी खुद की जिंदगी जी सके। तो ये स्लाइड जो है ये आपको समझना बहुत ही जरूरी है कि आपके अपने कम्युनिटी में इस रिस्क की वजह से आपको डोनेशन करना चाहिए। अब ये जो स्लाइड है आप गौर से देखिए इसको। बेम यानी ब्रिटिश एशियन एंड माइनॉरिटी एथनिक जो कम्युनिटी है, आपके एलिजिबल डोनर्स कितने हैं? 500 करीबन, ठीक है। उनमें से रिक्वेस्ट आते हैं 300 करीबन, उनमें से डोनर्स एक्चुअली होते 270, ठीक है। ट्रांसप्लांट पेशेंट्स कितने हैं? 1000 के ऊपर। वेटिंग लिस्ट कितने हैं बेम के? नियरली 2000। तो ये स्लाइड को आप गौर से देखिए कि 270 और 2000 गैप कितना है? काफी है ना। दूसरी बात जो होती है, हम बोलते हैं कि हमारे रिलीजन में बोलते हैं कि डोनेशन इसका नहीं करना चाहिए, हार्ट का डोनेशन नहीं करना चाहिए, आत्मा को शांति नहीं मिलेगी। ये सब भ्रम है। There are several religions in this world, but no religion states, no religion, that organs should not be donated. This is a myth. ये भ्रम है आपका और हमारा और हम सबका, जो निकाल देना चाहिए अपने दिमाग में से कि रिलीजन की वजह से आपको डोनेशन नहीं करना चाहिए। कहीं नहीं लिखा है। आप गुरु ग्रंथ साहब का देखिए, the true path to God lies in the service of our fellow human beings. This is service of our fellow human beings. If you look at Jesus Christ, he said it is more blessed to give than to receive. If you look at Bhagavad Gita, what does Bhagavad Gita say? The Bhagavad Gita says something very important. You came with nothing. You came with nothing. So therefore, if you're going to give something, you came in empty-handed. What is yours today belonged to somebody else yesterday and will belong to somebody else tomorrow. This is donation. This is what it's about. We come, we go. But what you do when you go and give life to somebody else is equally important. Same way, if you look at the Muslim community, and we talked a lot to that, and one of my close friends, Niaz Ahmed, does lecture a lot on this. Give to those who have never given anything to you. So it's all about giving, and that's what donation is about. So again, just to reinforce, no religion states that organs should not be donated. So what are the key reasons? सबसे important reason ये है कि आप दूसरी व्यक्ति का जान बचा सकते हैं। और दूसरी बात जो आप लोग जानते नहीं होंगे शायद, कि अगर अपने एशियन कम्युनिटीज में आपको किडनी ट्रांसप्लांट, आपके कोई लव्ड वन को किडनी ट्रांसप्लांट चाहिए, तो वो जो किडनी आपको डोनर में से मिलेगा जो कोकेशियन होगा, उसकी मैचिंग कम होती है। आपके खुद के डोनर्स में से जो मैचिंग मिलती है उसका मैच जो बोलते हैं रिजेक्शन के चांसेस कम है। तो दूसरी एक इंपॉर्टेंट रीजन है जो आपको डोनेशन करना चाहिए आपकी खुद की कम्युनिटी के लिए भी। एंड यूके में तो आप जानते हैं कि काफी लोग ऑर्गन के लिए वेट करते, उनकी जान चली जाती है। और वेटिंग लिस्ट जो होती है, जो हमने बताया आपको, 1 in 5 पीपल जो वेटिंग लिस्ट में होते हैं वो मरते हैं, वो बेम कम्युनिटी में से होते हैं। तो अपने वाले ही जा रहे हैं क्योंकि उनको ऑर्गन नहीं मिल रहा है डोनेशन के लिए। एंड ऑफ द 6000 ऑन द वेटिंग लिस्ट, 17% साउथ एशियंस है।
Well, I think that really says a lot. From my experience, my parents never spoke to me about death. I never spoke to my parents about what their wishes would be after they are gone. And I think that makes it very difficult for us as children when I was a child, and of course, trying to make decisions after my parents have left this earth. I don't want to do the same thing with my children. I want to make my decisions and my wishes to be fulfilled after I am gone. One of the main things that I felt what Dr. Krishnan Menon had to say as to why should we do this, I think it's a very humble and a generous gift we can give to others who are very needy. I know my mother-in-law was a great believer in seva, being also very close to Dada. And her main aim and objective was serve, serve, and serve. And that's what she taught me. And we serve those who are needy. And if there are needy people, I have my neighbor who goes thrice a week for dialysis right opposite my house. And I see the bus come pick him up and take him. And I know that he must be waiting, like others, for a donated kidney. I think that moved me a lot. And I have to make a change. And the change is, why not donate? Why not give to the needy? After all, my body is going to be burned. But before it goes into the fire, before it actually perishes into ashes, I have some very, very good organs in my body. Let me give it to somebody who really needs it before I burn out. So that's my reason. And that's the reason. Thank you, Krishnan Menon, Dr. Krishnan Menon, for changing my view. And as I said, it is very important to speak to your children and let them know of your wishes, like I have, because I want to make sure that my children are not left with that dilemma to say, what would my mom want to do with her stuff, with her organs? At least now they are clear and they will fulfill my wishes. So thank you very much. That's my one request for everybody. Make your decision. Serve the needy, that even after we are gone, actually, your organs will live in other people's bodies. So thank you very much for that.
Dada Sham, everybody. I think we've been really fortunate today to hear everyone's experiences, everyone's thoughts on organ donation. We have heard from our spiritual masters, Dada JP Vaswani. Uncle and Auntie told us about the teachings of the Radha Swami Foundation. And I think everyone's message is aligned. Organ donation is the way forward. It's what we should be doing. I don't think it's more possible for us to stress what an important subject this is. A single donor, a single organ donor can save up to 8 lives. But if you donate your eyes and your tissues, you actually have the ability to save up to 50 lives. You can improve 50 people's lives. Just take a moment to think about that. What power do we have? Every single person. There are 38 people on this call. 38 people times 50. And that's not counting where 2 of you are on a single screen. So just think, these people have such power. You know what? It's something I was thinking about, and it doesn't matter how down you're feeling or anything that you're experiencing in your life. You have the power to change that. And by organ donation, you can do that. We know that there are going to be lots of people watching this call afterwards, and they too have the power to change. In September, we met Raki Shah, and Raki was the fortunate recipient of a donor kidney. She shared with us the medical process and her emotions before, during, and after. It's a challenge. it's difficult, but we all know that the hard road brings the greatest rewards. I think what resonated with me the most was the life that Raki was looking forward to. And we're just going to share a short clip of that little video with you now.
What was one thing you were looking forward to doing once it's all, once you realised that you've got a transplant and it's going on holiday?
Travelling abroad in a plane to a beach.
Brilliant. That's that's nice, and I hope you get to do that soon. I do.
Thank you.
And where COVID has restricted our travel, essentially we've all kind of felt the way that Raki was feeling. Her health prevented her doing that. And now she has the freedom and the ability to carry on with that life. Many of those who are waiting for organs, we probably see them on a daily basis, and you don't even realize what they're experiencing. But behind the scenes, there are treatments and appointments on almost a daily basis, and that can take a physical and emotional toll. The blessings that those families, those individuals will bestow upon you are unmeasurable. They are tremendous. And Auntie Varsha mentioned her neighbor. My own father is waiting for a kidney. And to see him, you wouldn't think, you know, he carries on with life. But the freedom that having a kidney will give to him, it will let him live his life the way he used to live his life. So if you haven't already, I would request you all to sign up. I've signed up. They send you this lovely little pink card. You get an organ donation card with your name on the back. So sign up, and everyone can have one of these as their accessory for 2021 and 2022 and the life beyond. So please sign up. The link is in the chat. And if you need any help filling in any forms, reach out to any one of us and you can have a pink card too. So I will now hand back to Auntie Varsha. Well, actually, Sadhu, you're going to play a video, is that right?
I think I'll let Auntie Varsha, Varsha introduce it first.
Okay, thank you.
Well, the next video, again, it brought tears to my eyes. It's about this lovely couple who very, very unfortunately lost their little child. And then they just had to make a decision whether they would want his organs to be donated. Watch this clip, and then I will share my view after that.
And you're about to see Ari, our son, who is the main reason that we're here and the main reason we're talking to you guys. So he taught us how to be better human beings. He was only here for 3.5 years, but I can truly tell you that he achieved more in his life than I think Sian and I can ever achieve in ours. I took the instant decision and said, please save every single organ you can. Allow us to donate his organs to other needed children. I don't think the consultant or the nurse expected that.
I didn't feel at any point any pressure to have to do it, and I felt I could change my mind.
The nicest thing about that time was they gave us 24 hours more with Ari. This is Ari's life, this wasn't our life to give. I kept on saying, tell us what you want to do, Ari. And maybe this was his way of telling us that, you know, I've tried. And it wasn't enough. So I think we've done the right thing.
I didn't realise how rare it is for children to donate their organs. I thought it was quite a normal thing to do.
It's important that people think about decisions in a logical way, and that's why it was so easy. because it was really about Ari and what Ari would do to give back to others. His twin sisters have donor cards, and they're proud of having them. We have a lot of amazing videos, memories, photos of him. But this one thing, I think, helps us heal. It helps us believe that Ari's life wasn't wasted. While we lost our little boy, he donated his organs, and we were proud of that. And Ari, I'm sure, lives on in others. Maybe the girl that has his heart has the same smile.
At 4 a.m, we were told by the consultants that the swelling on his brain wouldn't stop. It would then start to affect every single one of his organs over the next 72 hours. So at that time, I can remember quite vividly me seeing a consultant and a nurse. That was it. At 4, we told the consultant, or Sina told the consultant, save every organ, allow us to save any other child that needs Ari's organs more than Ari could do with them. We knew we'd lost our son, but we also knew that he had the opportunity to save a lot of other people.
I'm sure many of y'all would have had a tear watching that video again. A few things that stood out. Jay said it was a logical thing to do. That is something very surprising. Was it? In my mind? Really? Well, now I think about it, and yes, it was a very logical thing to do. And the little Ari lives on in other. I know the heart went to a lovely little girl because the parents thanked them and also sent a lovely drawing, which the child who had the heart is now 9 years old, and she sent a picture to Jay and Sani to say that thank you very much for this heart. So what I'm trying to say over here is it's amazing when you have a child and the child is ill, it's the last thing you can think of is, what about the organs? Let them be donated. But what an eye-opener it was for me, and I'm sure for all of y'all. I have a child with special needs, and I would think that, I would want to do that? Now, with confidence, I would say, yes, it's the most logical thing to do. And I'm so happy that this couple has shown me the way and has opened my eyes, and I'm sure has opened a lot of yours. And may we continue to serve the needy. And these little children who can actually donate, they give us a big example. We have lived our lives. And these children, when they think we can donate their organs, my God, it makes us little. So this is a humble request. Please think, really think. This is the time. Our spiritual leaders, our scriptures, what the Gita says, honestly, what have we come with and what will we go back with? What we have is here. Why don't we use our organs to help the needy? Thank you very much. And I love you all. And I hope that y'all will also join in signing to this pledge. A humble request. Thank you very much.
So Deepu, you're on mute.
Thank you very much, Sudha. Thank you very much, Varsha. Yes, the last
Can't see
video.
Deepu. We can't see Deepu.
I think you might have pinned somebody on yours. Remove the pin, Gita.
Sorry? You
I
can't
think
see me?
Mami's pinned somebody else.
Sorry. Yeah, no, thank you very much. Yes, that last video of Ari was very touching. Thank you very much for sharing it again with us. Now I'm going to invite Sudha to show a step-by-step process how we can sign up on the form. It's a very simple process. And Sudha, could you go through the step-by-step process, please?
Sudha, you're on mute at the moment.
Sorry about this. Okay, this is the options that we have. The link is provided in the chat. It's also provided on the regular Silver Sunday emails, and it's also on the SadhuVaswaniUK website. So if you click on pledges, you'll be able to find the form. And when you do click on pledges, you'll see this form here. And it will say register your decision. So if you click on this link here where it says register your decision, you can then click on donate. Once you click on donate, it will offer you a form on which you fill out your details. There's a number of details here: your title, first name, your date of birth, your address, email, etc. And at the very end, once you've filled out all your personal details, you'll see I want to donate. All my organs and tissue, some organs and tissue. So you tick the box that you feel is appropriate for you. And then further down, it says, I would like the NHS staff to speak to my family and anyone else appropriate about how organ donation can go ahead. So you've got an option for the NHS staff to actually talk to your family as well. There's also finally, after you include your ethnicity, you actually say, I have read the privacy statement to give consent to your data being used, and then you submit. It actually really only takes about 2 minutes once you've got all the information together. And I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions at all, please ask now. Thank you very much.
Well, now I would like to open this to all of your audience and everybody on this platform. Do you all have any questions for us? What are your views about organ donation? Is there anybody who wants to know more about it or has a view about this whole campaign that the SadhuVaswani Center has decided to do? So please either put it on the chat or raise your hand up and unmute yourself, and we would love to hear your views. So we've got another 10 minutes and I would like it to open up to the forum.
I think participants are not able to mute themselves, but if they do,
so
if they make themselves known, then we will unmute them.
Should we unmute everybody, Anjali, and see if anybody wants to speak?
Like how Auntie Maya just put it up. She said that
I've asked Auntie Maya to unmute so that she can share.
That will be lovely.
All lovely seeing you all. Unfortunately, I got to leave the chat. I was very impressed. I have already done the card for in fact, I wanted to donate my body. And I have told my girls about my wish. And I had filled up that card and kept it with me. So a wonderful topic, but I got to leave.
Thank you,
Auntie. Thank you. Thank you.
Anybody else? Please, please, please give us your views. It also encourages us to know whether what we are doing is the right thing, the way we are campaigning these different initiatives. So do let us know what your views are.
It's good to note that Auntie Maya is a doctor. So you've just heard from a medical person who has chosen to donate her body.
Okay, we have Taruna. Would you unmute, please? Anjali?
I've done that.
Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I've been watching Silver Sunday. I've seen the previous programs about donation, and I've been really hesitant about doing it. But now I've seen the videos again, and I just feel maybe I should be making the right choices of actually doing it, because seeing that small child really brought my tears to my eyes. I couldn't believe how emotional I got when I saw that. I don't think I saw it first time round, the actual video of the child, but on this occasion I've actually seen it, and I think maybe it's the right choice to actually do the donation, you know, give the organs to someone who can live a better life once I'm gone. So that's all I wanted to share, really, because it was quite emotional watching that. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think the hardest thing anyone can do, especially with your child, to let them go and to be of use. So I salute the parents for doing what they did, because that particular time to do what you did, you need that strength and will. And
there's one more thing I would add to that, Geet, is what Jay said in the video, which of course we could not replay the whole video, is that he spoke to his parents and his mother told him that I am the proudest person over here, that you have done this, and Ari lives on in others. The other thing he shared was, it was very unfortunate that Jay's parents got COVID in I think it was September or so, and he lost his mother. So he says in the end of the video, he says, I know my mom is looking after Ari where they are. But I thought that it is very true that our parents never spoke to us about it. And we need to change. Our generation needs to change this. You know, we should not be ashamed to speak about death. And we should speak to our children. And I think that's what has brought home a lot for me, to be able to be free to speak to our children and let them know our wishes. Because I know our parents didn't do that. They felt very shy and ashamed to talk to their children about their death.
sadly, death is a subject which nobody wants to talk about, but it is the reality.
So
I want to share.
Yeah,
I want to add one thing here. We had a video recently whereby they showed that one person's two eyes help 4 people to get vision. You know, very interesting video. One person's 2 eyes help 4 people. It was a very tough operation, lasted for a couple of hours, but then 4 people could get the vision. So you see, that's the kind of power that we all have.
So once again, audience, anybody else would like to say a few words?
Does anyone have a joke or something to sing or a bit of poetry? It'd be lovely to hear something alternative as well.
Battery chargers, audience. Some laughter out. I'm just saying, who is in this chat who can? Capable, all of you all, but
Ramji, if you can send to me the pamphlet and the explanation, maybe I can try and get other donors, participating in this venture.
Thank you.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
the reason why we all, I mean, every alternate or few months, this whole year we've done it, it's because you all will notice the Indian community, like I mentioned on the chat, there is a certain fear. So that's why SadhuVaswani Center London had taken this initiative to bring awareness. And oh yeah, Auntie Chandru Sadhwani would like to say something. Can you unmute them?
Mr.
Oh, Mr.
Yeah. Uncle, would you be able to put your camera on? We have asked to unmute.
There we go. That's great.
Thank you. If you would like to share your video, otherwise we can hear you now, Uncle.
Maybe it's an accidental hands up.
I think so.
Okay.
There we are. Thank you. So
you're on mute, Anjali. Geetanjali.
It sounds like you're on mute.
Hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah. I think everyone's quiet now. They've taken it in. And
yeah, may I just ask? We got about 36 people on the participant chat list. May I just ask? You can show us with by putting your hands up. Has there been anyone who has been convinced today? Is there anyone who thinks they may do it?
Thank you. Wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. Raj.
Raj told me he and his wife. So we got 2 people who are interested. He sent me a private message.
Awesome.
And Auntie Shobha, thank you so much. Auntie Ramma, and Mahesh and Raju, Anil Pushu. I can't see the rest. Whoever's raised their hands.
Auntie Taruna, Uncle Sunil.
Uncle Sunil, Dada. Very, very grateful. Even if we made a few more, we made a difference. So thank you. Thank you so much.
Uncle Chandru, your camera is on now. Would you like to say something? If you would like to, you can unmute and say.
I
think so.
Are we happy to wind up?
Can you sing something, please?
We can do Dada. Dada's
I don't know if everyone wants to listen. I think everyone wants to go now.
Everyone wants to listen.
We do want
I think for 3 minutes you do. 3 minutes.
Let's
you
do Dada. Thank Dada with gratitude for helping us do this whole campaign. And we thank him for his blessings and his grace that we have actually achieved what all we have achieved.
Okay. Dada Sham Sharanam Mama. 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 सांसों की माला में सिमरू मैं तेरा नाम दादा श्याम दादा श्याम सांसों की माला में सिमरू मैं तेरा नाम दादा श्याम दादा श्याम Dada Sham Sharanam Mama. Dada Sham Sharanam Mama. Dada Sham Sharanam Mama. Vahi Guru, Vahi Guru. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. प्रभु तेरी ही कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है, करते हो तुम हो दादा, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। दादा तेरी ही कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है, तकलीफ और तंगी में नूर एक तू ही मददगार, उठाए है अंजलि के जन्मों के सारे बार, करता नहीं मैं कुछ भी, सब काम हो रहा है, करते हो तुम हो दादा, मेरा नाम हो रहा है। दादा तेरी ही कृपा से सब काम हो रहा है, वो सब काम हो रहा है, वो सब काम हो रहा है। दादा श्याम, दादा श्याम, दादा श्याम, दादा श्याम, thank you, thank you, thank you. Lunchtime.
Before we close for lunch, and hence end of this program, let me speak a few words. These are the words of, as Dadaji has told us, about gratitude and forgiveness. Gratitude and forgiveness. Sorry, there's a call coming from SVC. So, as Dadaji has taught us always to think of gratitude and forgiveness. So, first about the gratitude. This whole campaign would not have been possible if you, the audience, were not there. Throughout this journey, I started by earlier part of this program with the word called destiny. Destiny is a journey. So the journey would not have started without you, the audience. So first, I would like to thank all of you, the audience, for making this program successful, and all those who have pledged already and who have expressed interest to pledge today. Thank you very much for that. Second, I would like to thank the NHS, who gave us an opportunity to run this campaign, although all the events have been virtual. However, NHS was so impressed with our first program itself that they proposed us to be considered for their program on ITV, and SVC appeared on ITV in beginning of June. So thank you very much to NHS and their support and inspiration. Next I would like to thank is Prafula Ben, who has been the advisor on behalf of NHS to take us through this journey. Next, I would like to thank is Silver Sunday team. In specific, I would like to mention Varshaji, Geetanjali ji, and Anjali. They have been super efficient in bringing about their thoughts and ideas how to make this more effective. Thank you very much for that. And last but not the least, I would like to thank the NHS. There are two more categories I would like to thank. One category is the SVC committee, that they inspired us to bid and win the bid. Again, in specific, I would like to thank Deepuji, who allowed me to explore the idea further. Thank you very much, Deepuji, and SVC committee for leading us through this journey. And lastly, I would like to thank the NHS team within SVC, consisting of Dr. Haresh representing the trustees, Deepuji representing as CEO and the committee, and Sudha. And Sudha has been great instrumental in coordinating lots of things and making this event happen. And lastly, it is Shalini Mirpuri. So thank you very much, the whole team. It's been a great success, and we look forward to the program, similar campaign next year if we succeed. We will keep you posted. Thank you very much once again. While this journey has been going on, it's possible we all might have made some mistakes. So please forgive us if something has not been to your expectation, and please share those thoughts and feedbacks with us. We will certainly try and improve. We certainly made some improvements, which you might have observed. Instead of 2 speakers, we had 1 speaker in the last event. That helped us to control the timing better. But if you have any feedback, please share that with us, and we'll certainly improve. Thank you very much for all your support.
Ramji, just before we finish, I want to just thank everyone as well. And I also want to offer our heartfelt gratitude to Brother Ramji for taking the initiative and bringing this forward. So thank you. And thanks for giving us a chance and raising awareness. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you, everybody. Dadasha.
Dadasha.